Thank you, Madam Speaker. This week in this great House, we are set to consider this year's Agriculture Appropriations Bill, a piece of legislation that will impact not only our farmers, but every American across this great nation. This legislation, put forward by my colleagues on the House Appropriations Committee, represents a critical step forward in safeguarding our nation's food and drug supply, supporting our farmers, and ensuring that all Americans, including those in rural communities and low-income families, have access to essential nutrition programs. If we learn anything from the pandemic, it's that we should have a strong domestic supply chain so that we aren't relying on foreign countries for things like food and medication. This bill demonstrates our commitment to strengthening our national security and our food supply by making strategic allocations for agricultural research, rural broadband, and programs focused on animal and plant health. These are not just budgetary allocations. They are investments in the future of our nation. By providing sufficient funds for a strong supply chain for safe food, drugs, and medical devices, we reaffirm our dedication to the well-being of every American. This legislation further protects our national security by ensuring that agricultural land remains out of the hands of foreign adversaries, such as Communist China, Russia, North Korea, or Iran, safeguarding our national interests. Our efforts to rein in wasteful spending and bureaucracy are paramount. This bill will redirect funds from partisan bills, such as the Inflation Reduction Act, and utilize them to support our producers in our rural communities. I've personally met with dairy farmers, grape growers, and other agricultural producers in my district to understand the unique challenges faced by our farmers in our rural communities. I'm proud to support this year's agricultural appropriations legislation and to demonstrate our commitment to our hardworking farmers, rural communities, and all Americans who rely on a safe and secure food and drug supply. I urge my colleagues to stand together in support of this critical legislation, and I yield back, Madam Speaker.
The chair recognizes the gentleman from Wisconsin, Mr. Grothman, for 5 minutes.